What is going on, everybody? Phil Blackman with Barbend.com, and today we get to talk about the legendary Hafthor the Mountain Bjornsson's retirement after winning his 10th consecutive Iceland's Strongest Man. Wow. But before we do that, you gotta smash that subscribe button down below. If you've already smashed it, why don't you unsmash it and smash it again? Just smash that subscribe button. Also tap that little notification bell so you can stay up to date on all things that Barbend is doing when it comes to strongman, weightlifting, powerlifting, CrossFit, you name it, strength sports, we got it. Barbend's where you wanna be. The 6'9", 400+ pound Bjornsson's most notable win is undoubtedly the 2018 World's Strongest Man competition, where he took first. That same year, he was the world's ultimate strongman competition champion, and he went back to back to back in the Arnold Strongman Classic Championships, where he won in 2017, 2018, and 2019, not to mention his silver place finish in 2017. The stat for Thor that seems to go under the radar is actually his consistency at the World's Strongest Man competition. Since 2012, Hafthor has never missed the podium. He has 4 bronze place finishes, including in 2019, as well as 3 silver medal finishes. In addition to that, he is a 5-time Europe's Strongest Man champion, with the only blemish on his record in the 6 appearances he's been in is a 2nd place finish in 2016. Not too shabby at all. He's a 3-time World's Strongest Viking champion and has multiple world records still currently to his name. Of course, the one that comes to everybody's mind is the one that he just did recently. He deadlifted 501 kilos, equivalent to 1,104.5 pounds. Outside of strongman, Thor has broken into Hollywood. Notably, Hafthor the Mountain Bjornsson has his nickname because he played Sir Gregor Clegane as AKA the Mountain in HBO's Game of Thrones. He played that character. He was the 3rd actor to play that character, but he was the only one to do it in consecutive seasons. He also streams video games on Twitch routinely to his 161,000 subscribers, and it's the place where he often generates a lot of major headlines. It was during a Q&A on his Twitch channel that he actually addressed the Giants live documentary about the supposed bad blood between him and Eddie Hall after Hall bested Thor by 1 point at 2017 World's Strongest Man. Hafthor's team feels like he was cheated out of that win. Hall believes that he won it fair and square. A documentary dips into that, but doesn't really do it in the most honest way, I guess. It really set Hafthor off, so much so that in that Q&A, he said he would never compete for Giants Live again. That was the first inkling that he may be retiring. It wasn't until later on when he withdrew officially from World's Strongest Man competition 2020 because of the postponement, because of a bunch of other things, including this Giant Live debacle. But just because he retired from World's Strongest Man doesn't mean that he was out of strongman competition, hence why he competed in Iceland's Strongest Man. But now with his official retirement, he's going to step into a Las Vegas boxing ring to go toe-to-toe with Eddie. If you win World's Strongest Man, you win 5 figures. To step into the boxing ring for any amount of time, obviously both men are going to want to win, and they're both going to want to win in as few rounds as possible, but they're getting 7 figures. It's not a bad upgrade when you're retiring from the sport that you made your name in. Right now, the boxing match is being advertised as the heaviest boxing match in history. Granted, that boxing and strongman don't really require the same physiques, so both men have lost a significant amount of weight since signing that contract. There's still over a year until they actually step into the ring, so their physiques and their training are going to continue to change. Hall is already in the full swing. Dude's physique is almost entirely different. His diet is entirely different. We've talked about that on Barbend. He used to eat over 10,000 calories when he was training for strongman. Now his diet is more in the 6,000 calorie range, and we've covered that. For Hafthor's diet has gone from the 10,000 to 12,000 range. Back when he was training for strongman, he was consistently at 8,000 calories. We've done a video where we attempted to eat that 8,000 calories of lean meat, rice, veggies, a bunch of orange juice, milk. It's a lot of food. We couldn't do it. Granted, we're half the size of Thor, but like the idea that he was consuming that much for strongman, that will change significantly as they prep for this bout, so expect their physiques to change, expect them to both become a lot leaner, but they're both still going to be gigantic dudes. At the end of the day, the bad news is strongman competition is losing one of its all-time greats. Hafthor Bjornsson has been one of the greatest strongmen in the sport. one of the winningest strongmen in the sport, and he is done. That career is over. But the good news is there's still plenty of time to see Hafthor, whether it's on the big screen, in the ring, or just watching him play games. I'm sure he's going to have other things open up for his career, as he is obviously a world-known celebrity. So we look forward to seeing what he does next. We look forward to seeing him compete in the boxing ring against Hall. Maybe that opens the door for other strongmen that are looking to get into other outside of strongman competition into that sport. Who knows where it could go next? The sky's the limit, but we're looking forward to seeing what happens. That was our coverage of Hafthor the Mountain Bjornsson strongman career and what we expect next, and we will catch you next time.